Hi students, இன்னைக்கு நம்ம என்ன பார்க்க போறோம் அப்படினா theory of equation ஓட revision. இந்த revisionல theory of equationsல இருக்க முக்கியமான டாபிக்ஸ் வரைக்கும் நான் லைன் அப் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன். Relation between roots and coefficients of an equation, imaginary and irrational roots, sum of the roots of the equation, reciprocal equation, multiplication of roots by m, diminishing the roots of an equation, transformation of equation, honest method. இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து ஒவ்வொரு வீடியோல ஒவ்வொரு டாபிக் பார்க்க போறோம். இந்த வீடியோல என்ன டாபிக் பார்க்க போறோம் அப்படினு கேட்டிங்கனா relation between the roots and coefficients of the equation. அந்த டாபிக் கீழ வர ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வரைக்கும் இன்னைக்கு பார்க்க போறோம். இந்த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்ல இந்த டாபிக்ல என்ன மாதிரியான ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்லாம் வர போகுது அப்படினு கேட்டிங்கனா என்ன மாதிரியான ப்ராப்ளம் ஹேண்டில் பண்ண போறோம் அப்படினு கேட்டிங்கனா first thing, if there is a equation of this particular form a0 x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, a2 x power n minus 2 and so on up to an equal to 0 அப்படின்ற ஃபார்மேட்ல இருந்ததுன்னா அந்த பர்టిక్యులர் ஈக்குவேஷனை எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்ண போறது அப்படின்றத தான் பார்க்க போறோம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன்ஸ்ல நம்ம சம்ஸ் அப்படின்றத ஒன்னு பார்க்க போறோம். இந்த சம்ஸ் s1 s2 s3 and so on sn அப்படின்றது என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கனா the coefficients of these things x power 1 x power 2 x power n x power n minus 2 and so on அந்த coefficientsல இருக்க a0 a1 a2 அதோட கலெக்ஷன்ஸ் தான். இதுல என்ன பண்றோம்னா a0 எல்லாத்துக்கூடயும் டிவைட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட்ஸ் xn ஓட கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட் விட்டுட்டு அதுக்கு அப்புறம் x1 x power n minus 1 ஓட கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட்ல இருந்து நம்ம கலெக்ட் பண்ண போறோம். அதுதான் இந்த சம்மேஷன்ஸ். இந்த சம்மேஷன்ஸ்ல s1 அப்படினா என்ன கேட்டிங்கனா if alpha beta alpha 1 alpha 2 and so on alpha n's are its roots, then s1 will be sum of first roots. That means alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 and so on up to alpha n. In the summation தான் நமக்கு s1 இருக்க போகுது. Similarly for s2, sum of multiples of two roots alpha 1 alpha 2 plus alpha 1 alpha 3 plus alpha 1 alpha 4 அதே மாதிரி alpha 2 alpha 2 alpha 3 alpha 2 alpha 4 and so on. அந்த மாதிரி multiplication of two roots. இதை இன்னும் சிம்பிளா எழுதணும்னா summation of alpha 1 alpha 2 அப்படின்னு எழுதலாம். Okay, this is our s2. Similarly for s3, summation of three roots, summation of product of three roots alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3. Finally for sn, product of all roots alpha 1 alpha 2 and so on up to alpha n வரைக்கும் இருக்க எல்லா ரூட்ஸ் ஓட ப்ராடக்ட் தான் நமக்கு sn. இந்த இத வெச்சிட்டு தான் நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம் அப்படினு கேட்டிங்கனா we are going to deal the problems. இப்போ நம்ம வந்து இந்த பர்టిక్యులர் வீடியோல ஒரு now the first problem is show that if the roots of the equation x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0 are in AP. Suppose they are in AP. The roots of these equations are in AP. We have to show that 2p square minus 9pq 9pq plus 27 are equal to 0. This is what we have to prove. இது எப்படி ப்ரூவ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா first there are two things. First thing, if three numbers are in AP and we know sum of these three numbers, usually we take these three numbers as a minus d comma a plus d. இந்த ஃபார்மட்ல நம்ம எடுப்போம். இங்க இது ரூட்ஸ்ல இருக்கு அப்படின்றதனால we are going to take alpha minus d alpha plus d அப்படின்ற ஃபார்மட்ல எடுக்க போறோம். Okay, now we are going to take let the roots of this equation be alpha minus beta comma alpha plus beta அப்படின்னு நம்ம கன்சிடர் பண்றோம். So what we are getting is s1, sum of these roots s1 equal to alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta will be equal to minus p using the above formula. So beta and beta will be getting cancelled. 3 times alpha will be minus p. So alpha will be minus p by 3. Now what is the beauty of these equations, these roots, is we can substitute any root of that particular equation as x. If minus p by 3 is a root of this equation, then this minus p by 3 will satisfy that particular root. So what we will be getting is, in that equation, that is, the equation is x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0. In that equation we can substitute in the place of x alpha. So minus p by q cube plus p into minus p by 3 square plus q into minus p by 3 plus r equal to 0. So now we can substitute these powers and rearrange this thing as minus p cube by 27 again plus p cube divided by 9 and then minus p cube divided by 3 plus r equal to 0. Now what we can do is we can take LCM and sort it out as minus p cube minus 3p cube, actually sorry, plus 3p cube minus 9p cube plus 27r equal divided by 27 equal to 0. So what? So now we can cross multiply this 27 and we will be getting 2p cube minus 9p cube plus 27r equal to 0. This is what we have to prove. Okay, next problem. If roots of this particular equations are in AP, we have to solve this. எப்படி solve பண்ணலாம் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா previous problemல யூஸ் பண்ண அதே approach. We are going to take 3 roots are of the form alpha minus beta comma alpha comma alpha plus beta. இந்த formatல 3 roots இருக்கு அப்படி நம்ம எடுத்துக்க போறோம். So if we are taking 3 roots are in this particular format, we can similarly for similar to previous problem, we can say S1 equal to sum of its roots alpha minus beta plus alpha plus beta equal to, what is this thing, minus of minus 12, that is plus 12. What is this thing, 3 alpha equal to 12, so alpha will be 4. Now we have one of its roots is 4, so we can divide 4 with this particular equation. எப்படி divide பண்ணலாம் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா 4 is dividing this particular equation. We are going to write down the coefficients. 1 minus 1 for x cube, minus 12 for minus 12x square, 39 for 39x, minus 28. We are going to divide it by 4, which is nothing but dividing this particular equation by x minus 4. Okay, we are dividing this equation by x minus 4. Okay, so what we are getting, first we have to put 0 here. We have to add these two numbers. When you are adding 1 with 0, you will be getting 1. 1 4s are 4. Again add these two numbers, you will be getting minus 8. 4 8s are minus 32. Again add these two numbers, you will be getting 7. 7 4s are 28. Add these two numbers, you will be getting 0. If we are getting 0, this is a divisor of this particular equation. Clearly, since it is a root, it will divide. So what is the remaining thing? The new equation will be x square minus 8x plus 7 equal to 0. Now we have to solve this particular equation. How to solve this? This is basic quadratic equation. Multiply பண்ணீங்கனா கடைசில இருக்க நம்பர் வரணும், ஆட் பண்ணீங்கனா இந்த ரெண்டு நம்பர் வரணும். 7 can be written as minus 1 into minus 7. So sum of these two numbers will be equal to minus 8 and product of these two numbers will be minus 7. So the roots are x equal to, if it is a negative number, when it is come to right hand side, it will be a positive number. Okay, 1 comma 7. Already we have solved one another number 4. If we are rearranging these three numbers, the roots are 1 comma 4 comma 7. Clearly we can see this is the AP with D equal to 3. So we have that. This is our solution. Okay. The next problem, we are going to have the equation if sum of two roots of the equation x power 4 plus px cube plus qx square plus rx plus s equal to 0 equals to sum of the other two. We have to prove that p cube plus 8r equal to 4p cube. What is given is nothing but alpha plus beta equal to gamma plus delta. If this condition is satisfied, we have to prove this particular expression is true. We are going to take alpha, beta, gamma, delta are the roots of this particular equation. Then what we will be having x power 4 plus px cube plus qx square plus rx plus s equal to x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma, x minus delta. So we can have these two different multiplications, x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta into x square minus gamma plus delta into x plus gamma delta. So what is the use of this thing? Instead of using S1, S2, S3, these are alpha plus beta and gamma plus delta. That's the reason I am taking this. இதை வந்து நம்ம substitute பண்ணிட்டு rearrange பண்ண இந்த formatல இருக்கிறது கொஞ்சம் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். Also for writing summation of alpha beta, it is a little too complicated. That's why I'm going on this path instead of going with alpha S1, S2, S3. Okay, in this particular case what we are having is we are having, when we are equating coefficient of x cube, what will be having p equal to minus of x cube abindrathu x square and this term and x square and this term. So we will be having x square and that term will be minus of gamma plus delta and this term will be alpha plus beta. So I am rewriting just a bit, alpha plus beta minus gamma plus delta. So we are rearranging it as alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta equal to minus p. Similarly, coefficient of x square அப்படின்னும்போது q will be equal to what? Coefficient of x square அப்படின்னும்போது x square into this constant, x square into this constant, this thing, this x into this x. So all these collections will be alpha plus beta into gamma plus delta plus gamma delta plus alpha beta. This will be our full collection. Rearrange panna perusa namakku edhum difference varadu. We are taking equations. Okay, we are taking equations 1, 2, 3. Next thing, coefficient of x. Coefficient of x edutonna coefficient of x will be left hand side, or right hand side coefficient of x will be x into this constant, x into this constant. So we'll be getting r equal to minus alpha beta into gamma plus delta minus gamma delta into alpha plus beta. Okay, you can throw this minus to the other side. Alpha plus alpha beta into gamma plus delta will be equal, plus gamma delta into alpha plus beta will be equal to minus r. Take this as equation number 4. Now what we are going to do is we are going to substitute equation 1. The equation 1 is this thing in two upcoming equations, namely number 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when you are substituting equation number 1 into, what will be getting? Alpha plus beta equal to beta plus gamma. So 2 times alpha plus beta equal to minus p, or 2 times gamma plus delta equal to minus p. So alpha plus beta equal to minus p by 2, or gamma plus delta equal to minus p by 2. Whatever it is, both are equal. If we are substituting 1 in 3, if you are substituting 1 in 3, what will be getting? Alpha plus beta will be gamma plus delta, or gamma plus delta will be equal to alpha plus beta. So you will be getting, both are equal to p by 2. Alpha plus beta and gamma plus delta will be p by 2. Yeah, we can substitute, let us call this thing as equation number 5 in 3. Instead of going with 1, I am going to 5. 5 in 3, you will be getting q equal to p by 2 square. Okay, p by 2 for 1 alpha plus beta and p by 2 for 1 beta plus gamma, plus alpha beta plus gamma delta. Okay, when you are throwing this p square by 2 square to the left hand side, alpha beta plus gamma delta equal to q minus p square by 4. Similarly, when you are using this equation, equation number before that we can put equation number 1 in equation number 4. If you are substituting equation number 1 in equation number 4, alpha plus beta will be your minus gamma plus delta, or minus p by 2. So yeah, the equation number 4 is alpha beta into minus p by 4, alpha beta into minus p by 4 2 plus gamma delta into minus p by 2 equal to minus r. So we can cancel all the minus together and take this p by 2 to the right hand side. First common eduthukinga, alpha beta plus gamma delta into minus p by 2 equal to minus r. Minus to minus getting cancelled. Alpha beta plus gamma delta equal to r divided by P by 2 will be 2R by P. Now what? Now we are going to call it as equation number 6 and 7. You compare 6 and 7. LHS of 6 and 7 are equal. What we are going to do is we are going to equate the RHS Q minus P square by 4 equal to 2R divided by P. Now we are simplifying this thing. How do you simplify? Cross multiply the numbers and alphabets. For Q minus P square into P will be equal to 8R. Now you keep that 8R on the RHS, multiply this P inside and take this P square to the right hand side. You will be getting 4PQ equal to 8R plus P cube. This is what we have to prove. PQ plus 8R equal to 4PQ. That's the thing we have done proving. PQ plus 8R equal to 4PQ. That's it. Yeah, there are too many problems similar to this in this topic. The idea is we are going to collect and equate the coefficients and the roots of the given equation, and we are going to get it. The two more important problems in this particular topic is the roots are in GP and roots are in HP. I hope you people understand these problems. If not, we will be discussing that later. Thank you.